We look out the window and we see the clouds gathering. The sky turns gray. The wind picks up, and then the drops begin to fall. We call it weather. We call it precipitation. We explain it with charts of high pressure and low pressure, evaporation and condensation. We see it as a mindless, automatic cycle of nature. But what if I told you that there is nothing automatic about it? What if I told you that every single drop of rain that has ever fallen on this earth, from the time of Adam until the rain falling outside your window right now, was weighed, measured, and delivered by a specific individual command? What if I told you that the wind does not blow by itself, that the crops do not grow by accident, that the money in your bank account, the food on your plate, the very water in your glass, are the result of the tireless, terrifyingly precise work of a single, massive entity? He is one of the elite, one of the archangels, a being of such immense power and responsibility that he has not rested since the moment of his creation. And he is a being of such profound seriousness that he has not laughed in thousands of years. This is the untold story of the angel Mikail, the Lord of the rain, the keeper of sustenance, the engine of life on earth. To understand Mikail, we must first understand his rank in the hierarchy of the heavens. There are countless angels, but there are four who stand above the rest, the chiefs of the angelic world. Jibril, the angel of revelation, he feeds the soul. Israfil, the angel of the trumpet, he signals the end and the new beginning. The angel of death who takes the souls. And then there is Mikail, while Jibril feeds the heart with guidance. Mikail feeds the body with sustenance. He is the angel of rizq, everything that sustains life. Every grain of wheat, every fruit, every drop of water, every coin of wealth falls under his department. He is the manager of the global economy of the earth, not in terms of dollars, but in terms of survival. But what does he look like? The traditions describe him as a being of overwhelming magnitude. It is said that he was created 500 years before Jibril. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, described the size of the angels in the high heavens. He said the distance between their earlobe and their shoulder is a journey of 700 years. Mikail is one of the bearers of the throne. He is a titan of light. He has wings that cover the horizon. But the most striking description of Mikail is not his size. It is his demeanor. We tend to think of angels as happy, smiling beings, and many of them are. But there is a chilling narration that sets Mikail apart. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, once asked Jibril about Mikail. He said, "Jibril, why is it that I have never seen Mikail laugh?" The Prophet had seen Jibril smile. He had seen the other angels in the heavens in a state of joy. But whenever he saw Mikail, or whenever Mikail was mentioned, there was a heaviness, a severe, unbreakable seriousness. Jibril gave an answer that should shake every human being to their core. He said, "Mikail has not laughed since the day the hellfire was created." Think about that. Thousands, perhaps millions of years ago, Allah created Jahannam. He created the abyss. He stoked its fires until they turned red, then white, then pitch black. And on that day, the angel of mercy, the angel of rain, the angel of life looked into the pit. He saw the punishment. He saw the intensity of Allah's wrath. He saw what awaits the sinners. And the shock of that sight was so profound, so traumatizing to his angelic nature, that it wiped the capacity for laughter from his existence. He is the angel of life, but he lives in the shadow of the fire. He knows that the same God who sends the gentle rain to grow the flowers also created the blazing fire to punish the arrogant. He holds these two realities in his heart at the same time, the infinite mercy of the rain and the infinite justice of the fire. And so he works. He works with a terrified, focused intensity. What is his work? We think rain is random. A storm hits a city and floods it. A drought hits a village and starves it. We call it climate change or luck. But in the unseen world, there is no luck. There is only the scales of Mikail the prophet, peace be upon him, told us. There is no drop of rain that falls, except that it has an angel with it to place it where Allah has commanded. Every single drop. Imagine a thunderstorm. Billions of raindrops falling in a matter of minutes. We see a sheet of water. Mikail sees a massive coordinated deployment of his soldiers. Every drop is assigned a coordinate. You land on this leaf. You land on this rock. You land in the mouth of this worm. The narrations tell us that Mikail does not work alone. He is the commander-in-chief of an army of angels who are assigned to the clouds, the wind, and the rain. These angels drive the clouds. The thunder you hear, the prophet described it, not just as a sound of colliding air, but as the sound of an angel driving the clouds with a whip of fire, shouting at them to go to their designated places. The lightning, it is a glimpse of that energy. Mikail stands over this entire operation. He measures the water, Allah says in the Quran, and we sent down water from the sky according to a measure. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is accidental. If a city gets 5 inches of rain, it is because Mikail measured out exactly 5 inches. If a drought happens, it is because Mikail was commanded to withhold the water. He is the executor of Allah's charity and Allah's punishment. The people of Nu were destroyed by the water Mikail sent down. The Pharaoh was drowned in the water Mikail controlled. The garden of the arrogant man in Surah Al-Kahf was destroyed by a storm Mikail directed. He holds the power of life and death in his hands, subject to the command of his Lord, but his job isn't just about water. It's about what the water produces. Mikail is in charge of the plants, every stalk of corn, every apple on a tree, every blade of grass. He oversees the growth of the food that sustains the entire planet. Think about your breakfast this morning. You had a piece of toast or a bowl of rice or a fruit. That food didn't just appear in the supermarket. Months ago, Mikail commanded a cloud to drift over a specific field. He commanded the rain to fall. He commanded the soil to open. He commanded the seed to split. He commanded the sun to shine. He oversaw the complex, miraculous process of turning dirt and water into nutrition. He did that for you. He did that for the billions of humans, the trillions of insects, the animals in the deepest jungles. He feeds the whale in the ocean and the ant in the rock. He is the busiest creature in existence. He never sleeps. He never takes a break. He never goes on vacation. If Mikail stopped working for 1 hour, the world would die. The rivers would dry up, the crops would wither, the air would stagnate, life would end. And yet, despite this immense power, despite holding the keys to the earth's storehouses, he is the most humble of servants. There is a beautiful story that illustrates the relationship between Mikail and the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The Prophet said, "I have 2 wazirs in the heavens and 2 wazirs on the earth. My 2 ministers in the heavens are Jibril and Mikail." They were his support team one day. The Prophet, peace be upon him, saw Jibril by the Sidra al-Muntaha, and Jibril looked small. He looked like a worn-out piece of cloth. This mighty angel, who can block the horizon with 1 wing, was shriveled up. The Prophet asked him why. Jibril said, "It is from the fear of Allah." And Mikail is the same. These angels who control the forces of nature are terrified of the majesty of their Creator. They know that they are just servants. They know that the water they carry is not theirs. It belongs to Allah. This brings us to a profound lesson for our own lives. We live in a time of anxiety about risk. We worry about money. We worry about losing our jobs. We lie awake at night stressed about the future. Why? Because we have forgotten Mikail. We have forgotten that there is a system in place. A divine, flawless system that has been running since the beginning of time. If Mikail can manage the water needs of every single fish in the Atlantic Ocean, do you think he will forget you? If he can command a cloud to water a specific tree in the Amazon rainforest, do you think he cannot command a paycheck to reach your bank account? The angel of risk has never missed a delivery. He has never sent the rain to the wrong city. He has never given the food of one person to another. Your provision was written for you 50,000 years before the creation of the heavens and the earth, and Mikail has been assigned to ensure it reaches you. The bread you will eat 10 years from now. Mikail is already preparing the soil for the wheat that will make it. So why do we worry? Why do we cheat? Why do we steal? Why do we take interest? We do these things because we think we are in control. We think we have to force the sustenance to come to us. We forget that the angel who has never laughed is standing guard over the treasury of Allah, dispensing it exactly as commanded. When we cheat to get money, we are not increasing our risk. We are simply taking what was already destined for us and turning it from halal to haram. We are taking the blessing out of Mikail's delivery. The story of Mikail is a call to tawakkul, reliance. It is a call to look at the rain differently. Next time you see a storm, don't just complain about the traffic. Don't just check your weather app. Look at the sky and realize what you are seeing. You are seeing the movement of an army. You are seeing the angel who never laughs, driving the clouds with a whip of fire, executing the command of the King of Kings. You are seeing the mercy of Allah being physically delivered to the earth. And remember the warning in his silence. Mikail stopped laughing because he saw the fire. He knows that the same God who gives can take away. He knows that the water that saves life can be the water that drowns a nation. He knows that the wealth that comforts you can be the wealth that corrupts you and leads you to hell. So when the rain falls, ask Allah for the good of it. Ask for the blessing. Say the dua of the Prophet. O Allah, let it be a beneficial rain. And remember the angel who is working tirelessly right now to ensure that you have water to drink, food to eat, and air to breathe. He does not smile, but because of his work, you can. He carries the burden of the physical world so that you can be free to focus on the spiritual world. Don't waste the energy he provides you. Use the strength you get from the food he delivers to worship the Lord who created him, because one day, Mikail's job will be done. The rain will stop, the earth will crack, and the angel of death will come. And on that day, the only sustenance that will matter is the good deeds you sent ahead.